Hello everyone and welcome to my Sonic Girl base maker video and at the same time my first ever voiceover video. By the way, enjoy my very strong Polish accent. So here I'm gonna show you every single asset that it includes and also I'm gonna explain how this base works. So basically this type of base doesn't really have a name. I call it base maker because you're kind of making your own base with it. So the main difference between this and a regular base is that in a normal base you have just the body and the face maybe, and for this one you have tons and tons of different assets so you can choose from different ears, eyes, shoes, anything you like. So it's both a tool for experienced artists who want to have an easier time making new designs, but also beginner artists who love creating new stuff and have tons of ideas but need more help with technical aspects of drawing. You can use this base for anything. Commissions, adoptables, personal designs, anything you like. Okay, so now I have explained how it works and I have showed all the assets. Now let's start designing. I'm going to make two designs to demonstrate how it works. Create in Photoshop. I have decided to record this video with those softwares because I use them a lot and I really trust them and I'm really comfortable with them. But you can use anything else you like. So Clip Studio Paint, Paint.si, anything as long as it supports the PSD or Procreate file, but actually 99% softwares for drawing that I've used support a PSD file, so you should be fine. The base can be found on my Ko-fi along with many other bases. I am gonna drop a link in the description. Here is the first design that I have made. She was made as an adoptable, but she has already been sold. If you want to keep track of her, here you can find her new owner. They have really amazing art style, it looks adorable, so definitely check them out. Now let's get started with the designing part. The Procreate one was the fastest one to make because it's so easy, so I just click through the elements and coloring or changing the colors is so easy. Going through all the elements took me so much time and I have no idea how I managed doing that because I've designed everything. I should know how everything looks like, but no, I was looking at every single thing 5 times as if I was expecting that it's gonna be something else, but luckily you are watching it sped up so you don't have to watch me suffer. When you're happy with everything, we are going to clean up the line art. So basically we are gonna erase every single line that should not be visible. So, for example, everything that should be hidden behind another object, we're just gonna erase that. Also, you don't have to be really precise, even if you make a mistake. When you merge all the layers together, then while coloring, you can spot and easily fix every single mistake. I am finally happy with everything. I really like her shape language. I really like the long braids. I won't lie, it was heavily inspired by Jinx. I love her. I absolutely love her. And now I can finally start coloring her. And as I mentioned, I love coloring in Procreate. It's so easy. I don't have to do it by hand. It's something like a bucket tool. I just drop it and then it fills everything and doesn't leave those weird white pixels. And I am praising it so much because later in the video you're gonna see me with Photoshop and I hate coloring in Photoshop. I just hate it, but you're gonna see later. The Procreate design is done now. Let's get started with the Photoshop design. To be honest, it's not much different than using Procreate. It's pretty much the same. I'm just gonna look through all the assets and pick my favorites. I already have a character in mind. I think this one is gonna be a bit inspired by Sonic Rider style, so it's gonna be a rider cat girl. Same as in the previous one, we also have to... Same as the previous one, we're also gonna delete every single extra line that shouldn't be visible. Now I'm finally happy with the liner. Let's start coloring. Okay, I know it looks absolutely disgusting, but don't worry, this is how I work every single time. First, when I'm filling the colors, I'm always using something really strong and dark or intense, so I'm seeing all the white spots that are not colored. And then I'm changing the colors to ones that I actually like. And as I mentioned, I absolutely hate Photoshop for coloring, no matter how I play around with the settings. It's always gonna leave those tiny white pixels, like seriously, there's absolutely no way for me to figure out how to simply color it with a bucket. But I have a small cheat for that. The way that I usually do it, if the liner is quite thick and if it's quite close and precise, then I can just use the bucket tool, and of course it's gonna have the white spots, but then I'm gonna use the stroke effect. This way I'm gonna eliminate most of the white spots and then I'm gonna be left only with the biggest ones, but those are easier to spot and fix. But still, in Photoshop it takes me much longer to color her. It's not as easy and not as fast. This is why I use mostly Procreate and even Paint.si, but Photoshop is one of my favorites mostly because I use it for animations. And also I think it's currently more popular than Paint.si, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind about everything. This is not her color palette anymore. I want to go for something absolutely different. Okay, so I decided that instead of pastel pink, what if I went for something way darker? Like maybe Eggman inspired color palette, something dark, intense. I think it will work a bit better with the jacket. I think it has a cool vibe to it. So maybe let's not make it too cutesy. So what about if, okay, I can make her hair like a really dark shade of blue. It looks something like okay, maybe it's gonna be a really dark shade of purple / blue. And then I'm gonna change the jacket to red. Okay, and I'm also gonna use way darker colors for her shoes and small details on her. And for her eyes, I think I'm gonna use intense red. And for her eyes, I think I wanna use something intense like this. Okay, and she is done, and I think I'm finally happy with the colors. If you like the design, I'm also dropping her right now on €1 auction. But also I'm curious, here is the rejected version, let me know which one do you like better, the one that I ended up with, or the one that got trashed. If you like the music in this video, everything has been done by K Mandau. I'm gonna drop a link to his channel in the description. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're gonna have a great time designing your character.